Good morning. In previous class, we already studied the different theorem to solve the sums in 3.4. So, previously we studied that perpendicular bisector theorem and perpendicular angle bisector theorem, as well as inequality of sides of a triangle. Now, one more concept is there. In any triangle, the sum of any two side is always greater than the third side. The sum of any two side is always greater than third side. Then and then only we can draw the triangle. Okay. Now we come to the exercise 3.4. By using this concept, we can solve the exercise 3.4. In 3.4, the first sum is here. The diagram is given. This is the diagram. Now you draw this diagram. This is the given diagram. Here x, this is 90, and this is also 90 here. Here it is x, y, z, then a, and given is point A is, what is given here? Given is point A. Point A is on the angle bisector of angle bisector of angle XYZ. It is given, means this angle is congruent to this angle. It means angle XYA is congruent to angle ZYA. Now what to find? To find AX is given here, and AX is given. AX is equal to 2 centimeter. AX is equal to 2 centimeter. This is given. And to find, what to find? To find AZ. You have to find AZ. Okay. Now how to find here? See, in given figure, A is a point on angle bisector of angle XYZ. It means if A is a point on angle bisector of angle XYZ, then we can say that AX is equal to AZ. 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 By using the perpendicular bisector theorem. Angle bisector theorem. See here, AX is equal to AZ using angle bisector theorem. Reason is angle bisector theorem. Okay. Now, therefore, you can say that AZ is equal to, AX is already given here 2 centimeter. It means AZ also 2 centimeter. So in this way you can find out the value of AZ. The length of AZ is equal to 2 centimeter. Okay. This is first sum. Now come to the second sum. Write down this. Now come to the second. Now second sum. Here also one diagram is given you. This is the given diagram. This is perpendicular. This is also perpendicular. And T. This is T. This is S. This point is R. And this point is P. Okay. Now what is given here? See, given is angle TSR is given. Angle TSR is equal to 56. It is given to you. And PT is perpendicular to ray ST. PT is perpendicular to ST. And PR is perpendicular to SR. it is given. Okay, now here one more thing is given, that segment PR is congruent to PT. Segment PR is congruent to segment PT. It is also given to you. Okay, now see, we already proved that angle bisector theorem. First you have to prove this P point is on the angle bisector of TSR. This you have to prove first. Okay, now in triangle TSR, TSP and triangle RSP. What we know? We know both are right angle triangle, because these two angles are 90. It means both are right angle triangles. Okay, and SP is a hypo of both the triangles. So you can say that hypo SP is congruent to hypo SP. Reason is common side. This is common side in between both the triangles. Okay, now second, it is given that this side is congruent to this side, means segment PT is congruent to segment PR. It is also given. It is given to you. The reason is given. So hyposide means you can use the theorem hyposide. Okay, therefore you can say that triangle TSP is congruent to triangle RSP by reason hyposide theorem or hyposide test. Okay, this is the reason. Now if two triangles are congruent, it means the remaining parts are also congruent. It means you can say that angle TSP is congruent to angle RSP. Okay, reason corresponding angle of congruent triangle CACT. Corresponding angle of congruent triangle CACT. Okay, TSP is congruent to RSP. It means what? It means TSP is equal to RSP is equal to 56/2. Means that this total angle is 56 and these two are equal. It means TSP is congruent to RSP is equal to 56/2. It means TSP equal to RSP equal to 56/2, means it is 28 degree. It is 28 degree. Okay, in this way you can find out the value of RSP and TSP. Okay, so here find the measure of RSP. So RSP you already find out here, 28 degree. Okay, state the reason for your answer. What is the reason? Because these two angles are equal, it means SP is the angle bisector. If SP is the angle bisector, then TSP is congruent to RSP, right? So in this way you can find out the value of RSP, right? Now come to the next question, the third question. Now we come to the third question, exercise 3.4 and question number 3. See question number 3. What is the question? In triangle PQR, PQ is 10 centimeter. It is given that PQ is 10 centimeter and QR is 12 centimeter. Here QR is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay, and PR is 8 centimeter. PR is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay, find out the greatest and smallest angle of the triangle. See here, this triangle PQR is there. This is the triangle PQR, and PQ is 10 centimeter. Then QR is 12 centimeter and PR is 10 centimeter. So we already know that the theorem of our concept of inequality of sides. Okay, according to that concept, the angle opposite to greater side is greater and the angle opposite to smaller side is smaller. So you have to find out which is the greater angle and which is the smaller angle. So in triangle, you can write here, in triangle PQR, you can say that which is greater, QR is greater. So segment QR is greater than segment PQ, and segment PQ is greater than, it is 8 centimeter. Okay, segment PQ is greater than PR, right? You can say that it is given there. Okay, it is given. So therefore the greatest side is QR and smallest side is PR, means angle opposite to QR is greater and angle opposite to PR is smallest. Okay, so therefore angle opposite to QR means angle P, that is QPR. Angle QPR is greater than the angle PRQ, or you can say that QRP. QRP is greater than angle PQR, right? So inequality of sides, inequality of sides, this is the concept. Okay, therefore the greatest angle is QPR and smallest angle is PQR. So you can say that greatest angle is angle QPR and smallest angle is